Hello student, I am Shweta from English Hours. Today we will discuss class 10th poem A Tiger in the Zoo by Leslie Norris. The poem is based on the theme of liberty to live freely and naturally. The poet successfully draw the comparison between the two states. One, natural freedom, and other than the freedom in Danis in zoo. About the poet, Leslie Norris was the prize winning Welsh poet and short story writer. The poem A Tiger in the Zoo has compared the activities of a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. Message of the poem. Leslie Norris perhaps raises the issue that the zoo should be closed because poor dumb animals are kept behind the bars without any faults of theirs. Poem Stranger 1. He is stuck in his vivid stripes. The few step of his cage on his pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. Here यहाँ पे पोएट ने ही टाइगर के लिए यूज़ किया है. स्टॉक्स स्लोली फॉलो करना, धीरे धीरे पीछे करना, पीछे पीछे आना. इन हिज विविड स्ट्राइप्स, विविड क्लियर जो उसकी बॉडी के ऊपर लाइंस होती हैं ब्लैक कलर की, वो अपनी ब्लैक लाइंस के साथ वो पीछे पीछे धीरे धीरे घूमता रहता है. द फ्यू स्टेप ऑन हिज केज, अपने केज के अंदर पिंजरे में फ्यू स्टेप्स जो है वो घूमता रहता है. ऑन पैड्स ऑफ वेलवेट क्वाइट, वेलवेट क्वाइट पोइट ने यहाँ पे उसके पैड्स को, उसके फीट्स को वेलवेट जितना सॉफ्ट बताया है. वेलवेट इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ सॉफ्ट क्लोथ. जब उससे वो चलता है तो उसके पैरों की आवाज़ नहीं आती है, इसलिए वेलवेट क्वाइट. इन हिज क्वाइट रेज, वो क्वाइट तो है पर बहुत ज़्यादा रेज है. रेज मतलब एक्सट्रीम एंगर. द टाइगर इन द जू walks in the limited space providing to it in the cage. It takes a few steps. There are stripes on his body which are quite prominent. Its paws are soft like the velvet. No noise is produced when it walks on its pads of velvet. The tiger is silent but in rage. Next stranger second. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grasses, near the water hole where plump deer pass. Lurking, hiding, छुपकर शिकार करना. In a shadow, sliding, moving through the long grass, near the water hole it's a river where the animal is come to drink. Plump deer मतलब young deer. पोएट यहाँ पे कहता है कि lurking of the shadows, वो shadow sliding through the long grass, टाइगर छुप के शिकार करता है नेचुरल हैबिटेट में, और लॉन्ग ग्रास के पीछे छुपकर वो पानी के जो वाटर हॉल्स होते हैं, रिवर्स या वाटर होल्स के वहाँ पे लंबी लंबी ग्रास से, लॉन्ग ग्रास के पीछे छिप कर अपने प्रे का इंतज़ार करता है. जो प्लम्प डियर, स्पेशल टाइगर के लिए उसका फूड क्या होता है? प्लम्प डियर. Now the poet suggests that the cage is not the proper place for the tiger. It is not its natural habitat. The tiger in the cage is victim of human cruelty. Usually tigers are found sitting under some bushes and long grasses near the stream or water holes. As soon as they see their prey, like plump deer coming there to drink water, he slid silently through the grass and kill them. Here, the poet wants to convey to us that this tiger should be there in the forest, its natural habitat. Now the next stanza 3. He should be sneering around houses at the jungle's edge, barring his white flanks, his calls, terrorizing the villagers. Sneering, the hardana, sound. Jungle's edge, border of the forest. Flanks, teeth. फ्लैंक्स टीथ, जो टाइगर के कैनाइन टीथ होते हैं या तीखे दांत जो होते हैं वो. क्लॉज, उसके नेल्स. टेरराइजिंग, फ्राइटनिंग. यहाँ पे टाइगर जो है अपने पूरे जोर से दहाड़ता है. हाउसेस जो जंगल के किनारे पर, जहाँ बैंक ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट या बॉर्डर ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट हैं, उनके वहाँ पास में जाकर बारिंग हिज वाइट फ्लेंग, और लोगों को डराने के लिए, विलेजर्स को डराने के लिए वो शो करता है. बारिंग इट मीन्स शोइंग, एक्सपोजिंग अपने वाइट टीथ को और अपने नेल्स को, नुकीले तीखे दांत को और उसके नेल्स को उन विलेजर्स को डराने के लिए. द पोएट प्रोसीडेड फर्दर, giving another suggestion that the tiger should be sitting at the jungle's edge, in close victim of a villager. It should be terrorizing the people that way by showing their sharp teeth, baring its claws and producing roaring sound of anger. Now the next stanza, stanza 4. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind the bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitor, walking. बट ये जो टाइगर है वो केज के पीछे है, कॉन्क्रीट सेल के पीछे है. कॉन्क्रीट मीनिंग सीमेंटेड सेल. अपनी पूरी स्ट्रेंथ के साथ वो उस बार्स के पीछे है, वॉक कर रहा है पूरी लेंथ में उस केज के अंदर, और इग्नोर कर रहा है उन सभी विजिटर्स को जो उसको देखने के लिए वहाँ पर आए हुए हैं. द पोएट एक्सप्रेस द डीप सिंपैथी एट द plights of the tiger that is imprisoned in the cell made of concrete. He cannot come out of it because strong bars fixed at the concrete cell stop him. The poet says that tiger's strength is locked behind the bars, and the tiger show no interest in looking at the visitors. Rather, he kept on walking in anger and proud manner in the limited space of cage. The last stanza 5th. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stare with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. यहाँ पे टाइगर लास्ट वॉइस पेट्रोलिंग कार्स की, जो पुलिस की कार होती है, या कीप वॉचिंग ऑफ द एरिया, उसकी उसने आवाज़ सुनी. And stare his brilliant eyes, the brilliant star, वो घूर रहा है, लगातार देख रहा है ब्रिलियंट, अपनी ब्रिलियंट चमकती हुई ग्लोरियस ब्राइट आईज से उन ब्राइट स्टार्स को. The poet again takes the reader to the cage where the tiger is sitting, the cage, and feeling unpleasant and restless. He hears the sound created by the patrolling cars of the zoo authority. He show no interest in them. The poet shown him staring at the shining stars with his brilliant eyes. So the poet ended this poem with pointing out where it had started. The poet raises a moral issue here. He intends the present a strong case against the cruelty of animals which are kept in cage. Now we will discuss rhyme scheme of the poem. The rhyme scheme is AB CB. Rhyme scheme refer to the pattern or scheme of rhyming words. The traditional way to mark these pattern by rhyme in the assigned a letter of the alphabet of each rhyming sound at the end of each lines. Poetic device. Personification. He stopped in his vivid stripes. Here he, the tiger, is personified because poet refer him he. Next, metaphor. Tiger's paws are compared with velvet, the pads of velvet. Here the direct comparison. Assonance. Assonance is a literary device which show the prominence of the sound, vowel sound, especially vowel sound. In his vivid stripes, here the I sound prominent. Should round houses, O sound is prominent. He logged concrete cell, E sound is prominent. With his brilliant, I sound is prominent here. Next, oxymoron. Quite rage. Two opposite words are there. So the oxymoron is use of adjectives opposite in meanings. Alliteration. Alliteration कॉन्सोनेंट साउंड को बताता है. जिस तरीके से एजोनेंस वोवल साउंड को बताता है, उसी तरह से एलिट्रेशन कॉन्सोनेंट साउंड को बताता है. प्लम्प, पास, पी साउंड कॉन्सोनेंट. Behind bar, he hears. Behind bar, B sound. He hears H sound. Onomatopoeia. Next, using word which denote sound. Snurring, dahadna. Repetition. Velvet quiet, quiet rage. Brilliant eyes, brilliant stars. Quite, quite, brilliant, brilliant. Repetition of the word is called repetition. Enjambment. Sentence is continuing to next line without any punctuation marks. Enjambment is present throughout the poem. Now we will discuss some important MCQs of the poem. First, the poem draws a contrast between dash and dash, animals and human being, tigers in a zoo, tiger in a forest, tiger in a zoo, humans, tiger in forest. The right answer is B, tiger in a zoo, tiger in the forest. Question number second. Where is the tiger in the poem? In zoo, A. B, in forest. C, in circus. D, in field. The right answer is in zoo. Question number 3. He can walk only few steps because he is tired. B, he is injured. C, he is locked in a cage. D, he is hungry. The right answer is he is locked in a cage. Question number 4. His strength behind the bars suggests that A, the bars of his cage are very strong. The tiger is very strong but his cage is not. C, the tiger will use the power to break the bars. D, the tiger's power is locked in the cage. The right answer is D, the tiger's power is locked in the cage. Question number 5. The name of the poetic device used in the line on pads of velvet quiet. Assonance, wrong. Oxymoron, wrong. Consonant, wrong. Simile, wrong. The right answer is metaphor. Here is the direct comparison, so the answer is metaphor. The tiger ignoring the visitors because they do not give him anything to eat. He hates them. C, he is not interested in them. They do not open the cage. The right answer is he is not interested in them. Question number 7. Name the poetic device used in the line in quiet rage. Metaphor, A, wrong. मेटाफर हमेशा कंपैरिजन के लिए होता है. एजोनेस, रॉन्ग. ये हमेशा वॉवल साउंड को बताता है. कॉन्सोनेंस, रॉन्ग. ये हमेशा कॉन्सोनेंट साउंड को बताता है. द राइट आंसर इज ऑक्सीमोरोन. क्यों? क्योंकि क्वाइट रेंज दो डिफरेंट जो है अपोजिट वर्ड यहाँ पे यूज किए गए हैं, इसलिए. Now the next question number 8. The tiger scares the people by moving in the jungle. B, making angry sound. C, showing his teeth and nails. And all above. The right answer is showing his teeth and nails. Question number 9. What describe tiger in a cell? Locked in concrete cell, snurring around houses, shadow long grass, barring his white flanks. The right answer is locked in concrete cell. Next question. The name of the poet: John Keats, Leslie Norris, Robert Frost, Robinson. The right answer is B. Leslie Norris. Question number 11. A vivid stripes here refer to A. Lines of the cage, stripes on the zebra crossing. C. Blue line. D. Stripes on the tiger's body. The right answer is stripe on the tiger's body. Next question. Question number 12. He is quite raised. He is quite raised because he is deprived of his liberty. He has velvet pads. He has vivid stripe. He is hungry. The right answer is he is deprived of his liberty. Question number 13. The fact that the tiger is stalking the length of his cage tells us that he A. Restless, B. Reckless, C. Resilient, D. Relevant. The right answer is he is restless. Question number 14. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? A, B, C, B, A, B, C, B, B, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, D, A, D, C, B, A, B, C, D. C. Here D option. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, B. The right answer is A, B, C, B, A, B, C, B. Question number 15. Last two stanza bring out the contrast between zoo and city. B. Strength and weakness. C. Freedom and captivity. D. Visitors and patrolling cars. The right answer is freedom and captivity. Next question. The tiger's brilliant eyes reveals that he. Tiger's brilliant eyes reveal that he A. hopes to be free and in the wild someday. B. is looked after well and nourished and healthy. C. enjoy staring at that bright star each night. D. is well rested and hence wide awake. The right answer is hope to be free in the wild someday. Now question number 17. Name the poetic device used in the line he should be snurring around. A. metaphor, wrong. Oxymoron, wrong. Simile, wrong. The right answer is onomatopoeia because snurring मतलब दहाड़ना जो साउंड को रिप्रेजेंट करता है onomatopoeia. Question number 18. Name the poetic device used in the line and stare with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Simile, wrong. Oxymoron, wrong. Metaphor, wrong. Here the repetition. Yes, the right answer is D, repetition, because brilliant, brilliant. Now the next question, question number 19. The word flank means bars. B. root of plant. C. root of tree. D. root of the teeth. Yes, flanks शार्प टीथ होते हैं वुल्फ के, टाइगर के, उसको फ्लैंक्स कहते हैं, तीखे दांतों को. क्वेश्चन नंबर 20. The words larking and sliding describe joy, anger, silent, and moment. The right answer D, moment. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.